Hey guys, here's a quick video of me building my smoker. This was about 4 years ago. It was a fun little project. I started off with some 24-inch by half-inch wall pipe, which a friend of mine that had it from a culvert gave to me in trade for another little smoker I built, which I'll do a video on sometime. My first project with it was to find some way to get the edges squared up. So I went with just a wide sheet of paper wrapped around. It gave me a nice square edge to be able to cut off. It really worked out well. I was kind of surprised how simple it was just to figure it out. And then once I got the edges cleaned up, I just had to start welding them together. Off the top of my head, I don't remember the overall length of it. I'm wanting to say it's somewhere in the 56-inch range, but I could be wrong. At the time, all I had for a welder, well, what I was using mostly was a Hobart flux core. Then I had a old Lincoln, a lot of people call them the coffin box welders. I used it when I had to. Mostly just stuck with Hobart. Here's the doors laid out. First started cutting them with a grinding wheel, which, man, that half-inch wall pipe is no fun to cut with a grinding wheel. I was trying to get the cleaner cut, and it actually did cut clean. It was a lot of work. Here's my old partner. He had age catch up with him. Fortunately, isn't around anymore, but he used to always be out there working with me. I had to finally get this thing up on some stands, so I just built some 2x4s and got it up off the ground where I wouldn't lean over all the time. After cutting parts of each door out, I finally just got tired of the grinding wheel. Went to the old standby torch, which I think in the long run actually caused my doors to spring some, but I did funk the fix for that too. You'll see that here shortly. There's the doors cut out, obviously. And then starting to weld some strapping around the edges. I used I believe 3/16 by 1.25 inch, just so they'd be heavy enough to give me something solid to weld the hinges to, and then support that heavy of a door once it was all said and done. And here you can see, start getting the doors welded up, or on, I guess I should say. Already welded up. Show style hinges I'd never used before, but got them from a friend of mine from smokerbuilder.com, and man, that's about all I'll use anymore. They're nice. And here's Dad came over and we were trying to get the doors fitted back up with a rosebud on the torch, but in the end it just ended up being a jack, a 2x4, and some chains, and just kind of forced it back into shape. And here's a sheet of 1/4 inch plate I purchased to build the Firebox and Baffle Plate and whatnot out of, end caps, all those little things. Sorry for the quality of some of these pictures. I actually took all these. I wasn't ever planning on making them into a video. There's the start of the baffle plate. Started with some angle iron down the center for a grease trap. And then just tacked some 1/4 inch plate on each side. I eventually fully welded in, so the grease couldn't run in down underneath, but he's just showing all tacked in. There's the beginning of the firebox and chimney location. I use some 4-inch pipe as my chimney. I kind of like the beefier chimneys other than skinny ones. There's welding in the baffle plate fully. It's a little easier to stand her up and weld. That's just some junk laying around. Yeah, here's the trailer I picked up from a friend's dad. I think I gave $100 for it. All I had to do was put some new tires on it, eventually clean it up and paint it. There's a grease trap that's actually just a piece of 3/4-inch pipe that comes down from underneath that angle iron you saw previously. You saw there the firebox and everything was attached, and it's a little further along, finishing up some grates on the inside. And then the counterweights, which are just have pieces of scrap steel inside to actually give them some weight. And then, when she was about done, I went ahead and lit it in order to get ready for a bedlam cookout we were having the following weekend. The trailer still needed some work, but I was bound and determined to cook on it, so had to get her burnt out and get the first seasoning done. Then there's a quick picture of the day of our cookout, everything rolling. And here's where she sits today. Still use it when I have a chance. Doesn't seem to be often enough. Anyway, thanks for watching.